My God. We're going to jump right into reacting to woke TikToks in this episode because I feel bad that I didn't have an episode last week. I know this is y'all's like favorite segment of the show. So let's just go. Um Here is an intro. Let's just play it. Let's just play it.
Hi, friends. For those of you who don't know, I am Zero, and I have a 6-year-old transgender daughter that we called Bug, and she is awesome. Her father has filed for a modification of custody on the grounds that he says I'm making her be transgender. And that's really all I can say about that at this point. I'm not talking specifics about the litigation. I think it's okay to say that we've got court this week, though, and I would really, really appreciate any good vibes, prayers, or whatever your jam is, luck, and gotta protect the kid, right? If you would like more details or maybe to help out with lawyer fees, there's a GoFundMe in my bio.
Of course there is. Listen, I am just so sure that the woman with crazy bulging eyes and rainbow glasses who calls their kid Bug isn't actually pushing it on their kid. Like, one of the things that I really hate about this topic is you're expected to not believe what your eyes and ears just show you. Like, this woman whose entire personality is so engulfed with LGBT stuff that she is wearing rainbow glasses, who just so happens to have a transgender 6-year-old who she calls Bug, and whose dad is claiming that she's making them be trans. Yeah, I'm sure you're the correct one in the situation. Jesus Christ. Like, the amount of people that would have ended up trans, that are just gays and lesbians, that I know in my life, if they had a parent like this who gets all close up in the camera and her eyes are like this, like, this woman is insane. And I feel so bad for the child. Like, I'll even say this. Even if this child genuinely like ends up being like a trans adult who's happy and turns into like a Buck Angel or a Blaire White, or name any other trans person who's content in their transition, even if that's the case, good luck with this as a mother in every other kind of context. Like, holy crap. Like, you can just see the insanity, and I don't care. I'm not going to pretend like you can't. Like, what? My God. I have a 6-year-old trans kid named Bug. But the dad's the one in the wrong, sure. Good luck to the kid. I feel genuinely bad. I'm not making a joke out of that. I genuinely feel bad. Next one.
Biological sex is fake. Yes, we all know that gender roles are fake, but do not say to a trans person, biologically male, born female, male-bodied. No, 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 no. There is no biological criteria for gender that is both universal and a binary in human beings.
I am not advocating for self-medication, but I am advocating for myself to take something to cope with what this just did to my brain listening to it. Listen, this person's crazy. This person, I've seen TikToks all over the place. It's like, this person is deeply unwell. Sure, biological sex is fake just because you don't like it. Sure. Now what? Like, let's just say we let them have that. Let's just say we let them have that. Now what? And also, if biological sex isn't real, then what is the argument for anyone transitioning? Can we just talk about how, like, I know that a lot of the times when we get caught up in like trans activism and like the negative aspects of it, the focus is always like how it negatively impacts like women and children. And y'all know I'm the first person to speak up on that. Can we just set that aside for 1 second? Just talk about how this negatively impacts trans people? Because if that's what these people need to hear to understand the harm they're doing and how wrong they are, if we need to just focus on trans people for them to listen, let's do that for a second. So let's just pretend like this ideology doesn't harm women or children. We'll set it aside. Let's just talk about how it harms trans people. There is no reason why I would have transitioned if biological sex was fake. I have gender dysphoria because biological sex is not only very real, it is it is not changeable. Period. I don't care how many surgeries I have. I don't care what hormones I'm taking. Like, I am biologically male. I will die that way. I was born that way. The fact that I'm supposed to see that as a negative thing, first of all, is beyond me. It's like saying that it's a negative thing that the sky is blue. Why? You could hate the color blue with everything inside you, and there's still no rationalization that the sky being blue is a negative or bad thing. Now, for this person, Jeffrey Marsh, to say that there is no aspect of biological sex that is universal, it doesn't have to be. Intersex people can exist for this to all still be. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. You can say the sky is blue, and someone can argue, well, it's not universally blue. Yes, there are times when the sun is setting and it appears to be orange. Yes, there's times of day where it is dark and not blue. Yes. It doesn't change the fact that saying the sky is blue is not an untrue statement. Jeffrey Marsh, you need to hang it up, baby girl. You need to hang it up. These types of people want to talk about who's encouraging anti-LGBT hate. Media Matters just ran an article accusing me of stoking the flames of anti-LGBT hate, and this person isn't. This person who is speaking for LGBT people, making them look like flat earthers, like science denying dummies, that's not causing any hate. I need something. I don't know what's happening. Like, Jeffrey. All the worst people seem to be named Jeffrey. I can't do it. Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Star, Jeffrey Mark. Like, let's get together with the Jeffreys. Do not name your kid Jeffrey. They're going to end up wearing some kind of crazy eyeshadow on camera talking about biological sex is not real. Listen. These people do not understand, and they should statistically, right? Because LGBT acceptance has been on decline for years now. Funnily enough, coinciding with the rise of this crap. Because let's be very clear. This non-binary, for which, go ahead and look up the term non-binary on Google, and you can see that it was literally a phrase that wasn't even being used before 2014, 2015. Gay marriage was legalized in either 2013 or 2014. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Matt, let's Google it. When was gay marriage legalized in the US? 2015. Okay, I was wrong. 2015. It was literally directly after gay marriage was legalized that this non-binary craze started, that this science-denying craze started, that this just rabid change from requesting acceptance stopped, and it started demanding submission. That was the change, right? We went from requesting submission to demanding submission. Requesting acceptance to demanding submission. My apologies. That is literally the time when acceptance statistically started going like this. Your way isn't working, Jeffrey Marshes of the world. It's doing nothing but harming us. And then I'm supposed to sit here and just take these hit pieces being written on people like me and just be like, I'm supposed to really rethink my positions, when I'm doing the opposite of these people who are directly responsible for acceptance declining. Maybe it's time to hang it up. Maybe it's time to give people who disagree with you a chance, because what y'all are doing is not working. And it's disgusting. I mean, let's move on. Next woke TikTok. All right, professor at UC San Diego says she automatically gives all students A's because she wants to decolonize her classroom. Grading is now a form of colonization. It doesn't stop, and I'm going crazy.
What's up, y'all? Dr. Purity here, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about how to decolonize a classroom and how I decolonize my teaching. So, first things first, we do not grade over here, okay? Anyone who takes my class automatically gets an A. They're told in the first week that they're going to get an A. The only thing that's required is attendance, and I have weeks of excused absences built in so that if people are sick or they have family obligations, it won't affect their grade. So since I'm not grading them, I'm just giving them A's. Like, how do I know that they're doing anything? And how do I know that they're learning anything. And so I also don't give homework. Surprise, surprise. And I run a discussion style classroom. So my students and I have equal part when it comes to bringing information to the table. We all sit together and share what we're talking about, and they get to use their critical thinking skills to apply the things they've learned in all their other classes.
I like how she didn't even say, she was like, so how do I know they're actually doing work? And she didn't even say. I don't want to be that right winger who goes on some like college is a joke rant because I just don't know if I'm quite there, right? However, to pretend that it's not bordering on a joke at this point, let's just be real. Like the idea that you're supposed to, great example. We'll go back to Kayla Gogarty. Kayla Gogarty, who has a degree in chemistry research, who's dumb enough to call a trans woman anti-LGBT. Why am I supposed to believe in 2022 that people with degrees are more intelligent, more capable, or more successful in life than people who aren't? When everyone around me is an example of the opposite. Like, I'm at the point where I'm genuinely seeing like people be substantially dumber if they also happen to have a degree. Like going through college is a nightmare. The reason I started my YouTube channel is because I was in college and seeing how all the professors and all the students around me were literally so rabid and insane that I had the inherent knowledge just from being around them that I could not speak my mind on any issues in a free thought way. So I started a YouTube channel, and thank God I did. I'm here with y'all now. Love y'all. However, it's like, really, no grades, no homework, no, and I'm supposed to believe that people who come out of her class end up more intelligent because of it? Girl, you need to figure out how to decolonize your brain because something's wrong. Period. Like something is wrong. Hey, if you guys enjoyed that short clip from the podcast, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel as well as my main channel and watch the full episode, which will be somewhere on the screen.